because he... Oh!
Plinio Cruz isn't the name you see in flashing lights, yet his influence quietly pulses through MMA's most iconic moments. For years, he's been the strategist, the motivator, the force behind fighters who've left their mark in the UFC. He built his legacy brick by brick, founding his own gym, coaching elite champions, and blending jiu-jitsu, judo, and Muay Thai into a modern MMA arsenal. His fighters don't just compete, they dominate. But who is the underdog from Brazil who quietly reshaped the sport? From his days as a heavyweight fighter to coaching champions like Alex Pereira, let's dive into his rise, his transition to coaching, and the defining moments that solidified his place in MMA history. Becoming a heavyweight champion in MMA takes more than talent. It demands discipline, grit, and adaptability, qualities Plinio Cruz cultivated in the rich martial arts culture of Brazil. In his hometown, martial arts are a way of life. He threw himself into the flowing precision of judo, the relentless control of jiu-jitsu, and the explosive power of Muay Thai. To him, these weren't separate disciplines, but the foundations of a fighting style built to dominate every phase of combat. As Cruz's career unfolded, he left his mark on elite promotions like M1 Global, Bellator MMA, and Future FC. His grappling was precise, his striking relentless, and his adaptability instinctive. Every fight showcased the precision and versatility honed through years of relentless training. His defining moment came in the Cage Fury Fighting Championships heavyweight title fight. That night, he capitalized on openings his opponent couldn't see, delivering a performance that crowned his victory and showcased the years of relentless discipline behind it. The MMA community took notice. Coaches and fighters recognized him as a fighter who could outthink and outmaneuver even the strongest opponents. But his path wasn't without its struggles. Injuries, tough losses, and the relentless grind of competition pushed him to his limits, forcing him to adapt and grow. His professional record, 8 wins and 9 losses, only hints at the resilience and reinvention that defined his career. Plinio Cruz spent decades mastering 3 of combat's most demanding disciplines. A black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, and Muay Thai, he has fused these arts into a cohesive system that redefines MMA. At the core of his philosophy is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Its sweeps, submissions, and escapes demand precision, and he embraced every grueling hour on the mats to perfect them. Judo brings another layer of danger to his style. Where BJJ excels on the ground, Judo thrives in the clinch, with explosive throws and rapid transitions that disorient opponents. He combined the two into a fluid grappling system, turning the smallest openings into moments of domination. His striking, honed through years of disciplined Muay Thai training, is just as calculated. He values precision and control more than brute force. Every strike is deliberate, designed to dictate the fight's rhythm and create opportunities. This expertise laid the foundation for the transition to coaching. He is often praised for his ability to break down complex techniques, transforming advanced grappling into a weapon of effortless control. He trains fighters to seamlessly transition between striking and grappling, keeping opponents guessing at every turn. For Cruz, the mantra is simple: adapt, dominate, and conserve energy. His fighters adopt the same mindset, mastering distance, timing, and combinations to break opponents' defenses and impose their will. Plinio Cruz's influence on Alex Pereira's career exemplifies his ability to transform elite strikers into complete MMA fighters. When Cruz joined Pereira's coaching team, he brought the one skill Pereira lacked: grappling expertise. Pereira, a former 2-division Glory Kickboxing World Champion, had already achieved legendary status in striking. However, transitioning to MMA demanded a solid foundation in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to navigate the unpredictable dynamics of the sport's ground game. Together, they crafted a defensive grappling system to neutralize elite wrestlers and developed offensive techniques to capitalize on ground opportunities. The results were on full display at UFC 281, where Pereira claimed the UFC middleweight championship with a spectacular knockout over Israel Adesanya. Critics had questioned Pereira's ability to handle Adesanya's technical striking and ground game, but Pereira's composure under pressure and ability to adapt mid-fight demonstrated the effectiveness of his strategic partnership with Cruz. After the victory, Cruz awarded Pereira his brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a milestone that marked Pereira's evolution under his mentorship.
But the main part of Jiu-Jitsu is not about submitting.
It's not about winning, it's about surviving. And under the most hard circumstance, he used jiu-jitsu to survive. And he survived, then in the end, he stayed on his feet and knocked the guy out. That takes a very high-level guy in the head, in the heart, and in the technique. And because of that, I believe, our coach believed, and I spoke with his coach over there, Teixeira Tucayo, so we want to reward him with the brown belts.
After cementing his legacy as a middleweight champion, he set his sights on the light heavyweight division. Cruz's role became even more critical, as Pereira now faced opponents with greater size and grappling prowess. Under Cruz's guidance, Pereira adapted his defensive grappling techniques to manage the physicality of larger opponents while maintaining his striking precision. The transition to the light heavyweight division proved to be a masterstroke for Alex Pereira. In his debut and subsequent fights, he showcased his ability to seamlessly integrate grappling fundamentals into his striking arsenal, giving him complete control over every phase of combat. His renowned power remains a constant threat, but under Plinio Cruz's guidance, he now commands the octagon with a newfound versatility and composure. At UFC 295, Pereira solidified his dominance by winning the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship with a second-round TKO victory over fan-favorite Jiří Procházka. Despite facing adversity with injuries and illness leading up to the bout, Pereira's performance highlighted the effectiveness of Cruz's coaching philosophy, prioritizing adaptability, strategy, and evolution. Under Cruz's mentorship, Pereira has grown from a striking specialist into one of MMA's most complete and dangerous champions, capturing titles in 2 weight classes. Their relationship, built on trust and mutual respect, is a testament to how the right coach can transform an elite athlete into a legend across multiple divisions. In the heart of Newark, New Jersey, Plinio Cruz established Cruz MMA Academy, a sanctuary where aspiring fighters and seasoned professionals hone their craft. The gym embodies Cruz's vision, a seamless fusion of martial arts tradition and modern innovation. It distinguishes itself with a holistic approach to athlete development, emphasizing a balance of technical mastery, mental resilience, and physical conditioning. Fighters receive personalized instruction in striking, grappling, and cage control, transforming them into well-rounded competitors. Cruz also prioritizes the mental game, teaching visualization, stress management, and strategic thinking to prepare athletes for the pressures of high-stakes competition. Meanwhile, rigorous strength training, endurance work, and injury prevention programs ensure fighters are physically equipped for the sport's demands. This comprehensive philosophy has made Cruz MMA a rising powerhouse in the MMA world and a vibrant community. Amateurs and professionals train side by side, fostering mutual respect and camaraderie. Fighters like Victor Altamirano, a relentless UFC flyweight prospect, Pedro Rocha, a regional champion renowned for his explosive grappling, and Eliza Montero, an emerging force in women's MMA, all attribute their success to Cruz's personalized coaching. Despite financial challenges, intense competition, and the complexities of balancing coaching with gym ownership, Cruz's relentless dedication and innovative strategies have solidified Cruz MMA as a beacon of elite training. The Academy continues to attract fighters from across the globe, cementing its reputation as a premier destination for those seeking to master their craft and push their limits. Plinio Cruz has transformed fighters of diverse talents and challenges into competitors who excel on both regional and global stages. His ability to customize training to each athlete's unique strengths and weaknesses has been the cornerstone of their success. Fabio Chiron, a former UFC competitor and CES light heavyweight champion, is a prime example of Cruz's meticulous coaching. Under Cruz's guidance, Chiron sharpened his grappling transitions, takedown defense, and striking combinations. This preparation culminated at CES 62, where Chiron's dominant first-round submission victory showcased the precision and discipline Cruz instills in his fighters. Victor Altamirano, a rising star in the UFC flyweight division, also credits Cruz for elevating his ground control and submission techniques. In his UFC debut, Altamirano's adaptability and technical mastery were on full display, earning him a decisive victory and cementing his reputation as a serious contender. Cruz's influence extends beyond established names to the next generation of fighters. At his academy, Rising talents like Pedro Rocha thrive under his mentorship. Rocha's explosive grappling and refined striking were evident in a standout regional championship performance, underscoring Cruz's ability to mold well-rounded fighters ready for the big stage. Elisa Montero, an emerging force in women's MMA, has also flourished under Cruz's guidance. With a focus on counter-striking and defensive techniques, Cruz has helped her develop a composed and technically sound style. Montero's breakout unanimous decision victory reflected her ability to stay calm under pressure while executing a carefully crafted strategy. Plinio Cruz's coaching philosophy is straightforward. Every fighter is unique. This belief drives his tailored strategies, designed to amplify strengths and address weaknesses, enabling athletes to thrive in MMA's unforgiving landscape. For Alex Pereira, Cruz transformed grappling from a vulnerability into a weapon, pairing it seamlessly with Pereira's elite, striking to counter even the most skilled grapplers. Cruz's approach equips fighters with the tools to adapt, evolve, and dominate at the sport's highest levels. At the heart of Cruz's training lies a commitment to fundamentals. His fighters' perfect takedown defense, striking precision, and fluid transitions before progressing to advanced techniques. Beyond the physical, Cruz focuses on mental preparation, teaching fighters to stay calm under pressure, visualize success, and bounce back from setbacks. While some critics have labeled his approach as overly cautious, Cruz's track record tells a different story. Fighters like Alex Pereira and Fabio Chiron embody his meticulous and adaptable methods, thriving against a wide range of challenges. Plinio Cruz's legacy in MMA is undeniable. As the mastermind behind Alex Pereira's UFC 281 victory over Israel Adesanya, Cruz solidified his reputation as a world-class strategist. Pereira's transformation into a complete fighter, particularly in grappling, showcases Cruz's ability to elevate elite athletes to their full potential. Cruz's influence extends well beyond stars like Pereira. Fighters such as Fabio Chiron and Victor Altamirano credit him for refining their skills and mental toughness. At Cruz MMA, his Newark-based academy, rising talents like Pedro Rocha and Elisa Montero thrive under his blend of traditional martial arts and modern strategies. Devoted to nurturing the next generation, Cruz works tirelessly with regional prospects, helping them build strong foundations. Outside the gym, Cruz is a trusted authority on MMA strategy. Through interviews, seminars, and training camps, he shares his expertise, breaking down complex techniques into accessible lessons and advocating for the integration of traditional martial arts into modern MMA. While some critics label his fighters' styles as cautious, their consistent success, built on fundamentals like takedown defense and grappling transitions, proves otherwise. From his beginnings as a CFFC heavyweight champion to his current role as a mentor and innovator, Cruz's journey is defined by resilience and dedication. Through his work at Cruz MMA and beyond, he continues to shape MMA's future, cementing his legacy as one of the sport's most innovative and impactful coaches.